Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle speaking. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that arrives for you today. Aries, you did not arrive at this message by coincidence. Aries, something far older than your doubts and far wiser than your fears has been guiding you toward this exact moment, weaving signs in the dark, aligning circumstances, pushing you through silence and intuition until you finally reach the message meant to awaken you. There is a key forming in your hands now, even if you do not yet see its shape. A key forged in the hidden fire of your past struggles, waiting to unlock a door that has remained sealed for far too long. You are standing on the border between an old self you have outgrown and the beginning of a destiny that has been calling your name. This reading arrives as a whisper from the universe, but not a soft one. It arrives like a tremor beneath your feet, a sign that something in your life is about to shift so profoundly that you'll remember this moment as the point where everything began. There is a phrase pressing through your energy field, a decree the universe wants you to carry like a torch in the night. A phrase you will hear again throughout this message because repetition shapes reality. The decree is, I choose to rise above what tried to break me. You will feel how these words echo inside you, how they alter the path ahead, how they become both shield and prophecy. When you write this decree in the comments, you anchor it into the physical world. You transform intention into manifestation. And as a gesture of gratitude to the forces that brought this message to your path, liking this video becomes your symbolic offering, your way of saying, I am ready to receive more, I am ready to elevate, I am ready to awaken. The cards do not speak softly about your past weeks. They reveal a shadow that has been circling you, an energy that does not celebrate your growth, someone who feels threatened by the intensity of your light. This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to awaken you. Because while you questioned your exhaustion, your doubt, your sudden emotional heaviness, the universe was quietly showing you that someone around you was draining your energy. A hidden adversary, someone who watches but never claps, someone who smiles but doesn't wish you well. You have felt their presence without understanding it, like a cold current in an otherwise warm room, like a subtle tension you could never explain. But divine justice is already moving toward you, slow but unstoppable, like a tide rising to wash away everything that was contaminating your path. What was done behind your back will be exposed. What was taken from you will return multiplied. What was unfair will be corrected. The universe has reached its limit with your silence, and now it speaks. Your spiritual field begins to glow more intensely as I read. You are entering a moment where your intuition sharpens, where your inner fire returns to you with a force you haven't felt in months. You have been carrying emotional weight that was never yours to carry, responsibilities that drained you, losses that dimmed you, relationships that asked you to shrink to keep the peace. But now your energy is expanding, cracking old shells, releasing what has been pressing against your spirit. A cycle of scarcity ends here. The universe shows a wheel turning in your favor, reviving opportunities you thought had slipped from your hands, reopening doors you believed were sealed shut. Something important resurfaces. A chance you missed returns. A path you thought was lost becomes illuminated again. Nothing was denied to you. Everything was delayed until you were strong enough to receive it. The emotional landscape around you begins to shift as well. Someone's intentions become clearer. A connection, romantic or otherwise, has left you drained or uncertain. Someone inconsiderate, inconsistent, or emotionally unavailable has been taking more than they give. But your energy no longer supports that dynamic. The universe is stepping between you and what hurts you. If you are single, a new presence approaches. Someone whose energy matches yours. Someone who recognizes your worth without needing to be convinced. Someone who brings clarity, not confusion. If you are in a relationship, truth begins rising to the surface. Conversations once avoided demand to be spoken. The connection can transform, but only if both hearts stand naked in honesty. Your career and finances reveal an even deeper transformation. You have underestimated your own capability. You have dimmed your talents for too long, convincing yourself that the timing wasn't right or that the dream was too big. But now, something awakens inside you. A long-forgotten idea, a gift you abandoned, a path you once feared. All of it begins calling you again. The universe whispers, "Return to what lights your fire." Because your abundance will come from what you are naturally gifted in, not from what drains you. A project, opportunity, or unexpected offer comes your way, and this time you will be ready. But there is a warning. Do not reveal your plans prematurely. Someone close to you envies your acceleration. Not everyone around you is capable of celebrating your growth. Some only applaud when you remain beneath them. Protect your ideas like seeds. Share them only when they have roots strong enough to resist the wind. Your spirit begins to rise now. A part of you thought had died begins to awaken. You are remembering who you truly are. The fire at the beginning of the zodiac, the warrior who moves first, the soul that leads. You have been living under the illusion of fragility, but the universe now rips that illusion apart. Courage returns to you like a heartbeat rediscovered. The universe shows a moment approaching quickly, a turn in your path that arrives unexpectedly. Like lightning cracking a silent sky. A sudden message, an opportunity, a revelation, or a truth that falls into your hands and changes your course. This moment is the shift the universe promised you. The first great twist of your prophecy. And as this turning point approaches, the decree returns, "I choose to rise above what tried to break me." Say it, whisper it, breathe it, claim it. The energy around you tightens like a glowing thread pulled across the sky, humming with a force that makes your intuition tremble. You can feel it, even if you haven't been able to explain it to yourself. The sudden bursts of clarity, the emotional waves that arrive without warning, the strange sense that something is approaching. This is not anxiety. It is your spirit tuning itself to a higher frequency. It is you stepping toward the life you were always meant to claim. The universe is moving pieces around you, removing distractions, exposing truths, amplifying your inner flame. You are becoming more perceptive, more aligned, more awake. And even though the transformation feels intense, it is guiding you toward a liberation so powerful that the person you were months ago would barely recognize the one you're becoming now. The shadow that once surrounded you begins to crumble. The presence that drained your energy, the person who masked envy with politeness, the silent watcher who fed off your doubts, they begin losing access to your field. Their influence weakens. Their intentions backfire. What once felt heavy and unavoidable now dissolves like dust. It becomes clear that the obstacles you faced weren't reflections of your capability, but symptoms of someone interfering with your inner fire. But now the interference breaks completely. The universe has intervened. You are being lifted out of reach. Here, your emotional body reveals a profound truth. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours. You held the weight of other people's expectations, problems, insecurities, and wounds. You allowed your compassion to turn into responsibility, your loyalty into exhaustion. The universe is now cutting every tie that drains you, every bond that pulls you down, every emotional thread that keeps you tangled in cycles that do not nourish you. There is liberation unfolding inside your chest, a release, a cleansing, a shedding of old skin. And soon you will breathe differently. You will love differently. You will decide differently. Your aura changes tone here. What was once clouded with fatigue now glows with a golden red pulse. Fiery, divine, sharp. You are stepping into a version of yourself that responds with intuition rather than impulse, wisdom rather than fear, purpose rather than habit. And as this inner shift expands, a major twist begins to surface. An opportunity you thought was lost, forgotten, or impossible begins to return. It may appear quietly at first, a message, an invitation, a thought that won't leave you alone, but behind it moves the force of destiny. This opportunity is not accidental. It is a door the universe kept closed until you were strong enough to walk through it. And now, Aries, you are. Your professional and financial energy lights up with movement. Something that was stagnant begins to flow. A delayed payment arrives. A blocked path clears. A project once dismissed comes back with new potential. You will feel the momentum before you see the results. You will sense the shift before you hold it in your hands. The universe is accelerating your progress, and your fire is igniting every step forward. And just as this surge begins, the decree returns. Your shield, your anchor, your transformation. I choose to rise above what tried to break me. Every time you speak these words, you release another layer of the past. You break another chain, silence another doubt, dissolve another illusion. This is not simply a sentence. It is the rebirth of your identity. If you write it in the comments, the universe receives it as a signal, a declaration, an offering. Love shows its movement next, and it is intense. Someone has been thinking of you far more often than they admit. Someone tries to suppress their feelings, but your energy pulls them, calling them, awakening something they thought they had buried. This person watches you rise. They feel the shift in your aura. They sense that they might lose their chance if they remain silent. Whether this is someone new or someone familiar depends on your journey, but one thing is clear. The universe is aligning you with someone whose presence will matter, someone whose connection carries weight, someone whose intentions will not confuse you. If you are single, prepare for a powerful meeting. If you are in a relationship, deeper truths will emerge. Truths that heal, stabilize, or transform the bond entirely. Your inner growth is the true miracle unfolding right now. You are shedding the old layers of yourself, the version that reacted from pain, the version that accepted scraps, the version that wanted to be chosen. Now you choose yourself. You walk differently. You speak differently. You breathe differently. There is a softness in your power, a maturity in your fire, a calmness in your strength. You are not fighting for space anymore. You are becoming the space. The universe shows you something else, a quiet wish you made long ago, one so buried that you barely remember asking for it. But the universe remembers. And it is bringing it to you not in fragments, not in approximations, but in full. Something you hoped for with a trembling heart will become real. And when it arrives, you will feel that strange mix of disbelief and divine familiarity. As if you knew it was always meant to be yours. Your financial energy strengthens further. I see organization, stability, new opportunities, expansions, practical breakthroughs. Something incomplete becomes whole. Something delayed arrives. Something uncertain becomes clear. This is not luck. It is alignment. It is the universe rewarding your patience, your effort, your resilience. It is your energy no longer being drained by the wrong people and the wrong places. You will feel the shift in your body first, then in your choices, then in your reality. But the universe gives you a warning. Keep your plans quiet. Silence is protection. Privacy is power. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your transformation. Not everyone needs to know your next step. Learn to guard your dreams the way the universe guarded them when you were vulnerable. A symbolic vision appears now. You walking through a long dark hallway. At first, the light at the end seems like an exit. But as you approach, you realize it is an entrance. A portal into a new version of your life. The universe is showing you that what you thought was the end of something is actually the beginning of everything. Now write this next phrase in the comments to align your energy with what is unfolding. I accept what the universe has prepared for me. And remember that liking this message is not a gesture for me. It is an offering to the universe. Your way of saying, yes, I am open. Yes, I am ready. Yes, I choose my destiny. The energy around you thickens like a living presence, as though the universe itself is leaning closer, watching you with the same intensity with which a guardian watches a chosen warrior step toward a destined path. Your intuition has been shifting in subtle ways. Moments of déjà vu, sudden clarity, unexpected emotional waves, a pull in your chest that you cannot explain. All of this is confirmation that your spirit is aligning with something far bigger than what you have known. You are stepping into a chapter where your old self cannot follow, where hesitation burns away, where fear cracks open to reveal the truth beneath it. The universe is not preparing you for small changes, Aries. It is preparing you for a complete redirection of your destiny. You may have noticed your dreams becoming more vivid, symbolic, or strange. These visions carry messages meant to guide you. They reveal what your conscious mind has not yet fully processed. They are warnings, confirmations, reminders. Your spiritual senses are expanding rapidly, almost too fast for your body to keep up. That is why you feel waves of energy at random moments, why your heart races without reason, why you sense that something is coming even though your mind cannot name it yet. Your soul recognizes what your eyes have not seen. In this heightened state, the last fragments of the hidden enemy fade completely. Their influence detaches from your aura like threads snapping in the wind. You may not see this person fall away physically, but energetically their grip collapses. They lose access to your field. Their shadow cannot cross the boundaries the universe has now placed around you. You are being shielded, protected, elevated. And as this protection strengthens, something extraordinary happens. Your power returns in full force. Emotionally, you are entering a period of sharp clarity. You begin to understand patterns that once confused you. You see the truth behind people's intentions. You recognize who drains you and who genuinely feeds your spirit. You feel the subtle energetic signatures of people around you in a way that makes it impossible to ignore what no longer belongs in your life. You no longer tolerate half-hearted connections, manipulative dynamics, or relationships that grow only when you shrink. Your spirit rebels against what limits you. This is not anger. This is awakening. Here the universe shows a decisive turning point. You are about to take back something you lost. This may be confidence, power, financial stability, self-worth, a dream you abandoned, or even an opportunity that slipped away. But whatever it is, it returns not as a whisper but as a declaration. Something in your life that felt impossible now becomes inevitable. The door you thought was locked reveals itself to have always been yours. Your internal fire intensifies as this revelation grows nearer. You walk differently. You think differently. You vibrate differently. You are stepping into a frequency where you attract what resonates with your highest timeline. This is why certain people are falling away. This is why your desires are changing. This is why you no longer crave what once comforted you. Your soul has outgrown its past. And right at the heart of this transformation, the decree appears again like an echo from the universe itself. I choose to rise above what tried to break me. Each repetition strengthens you. Each repetition shifts your path. Each repetition sends a signal into the spiritual realm that you no longer belong to the version of yourself that settled, waited, or feared. You rise now, with intention, with clarity, with power. Love begins to reveal its sacred movement in your life. The energy of someone who has been thinking about you intensifies. This person feels drawn to you as if the universe is tugging at their spirit, pulling them toward you with invisible strings. Their thoughts linger on you, their emotions grow restless, their desire becomes undeniable. If you are single, this connection approaches like a flame in the dark. Warm, magnetic, inevitable. It is someone who sees you, not someone who guesses at your value. And if you are in a relationship, a transformation rises within the dynamic. Truths surface, imbalances dissolve, conversations deepen, and both hearts shift into a more authentic alignment. What was confusing becomes clear. What was distant becomes close. What was fragile becomes honest. But the universe reveals something else. Someone from your past may try to return not because they love you, but because they feel you slipping from their grasp. Be cautious. The light growing inside you attracts both what is meant for you and what fears losing you. Your intuition, now sharper than ever, will guide you with precision. Listen to it. Financially and professionally, your path begins moving with acceleration. You sense momentum before the physical evidence appears. Ideas come faster, decisions become easier, opportunities align naturally. You experience moments of inspiration that feel divinely timed, as though someone is whispering direction into your ear. This is because a new timeline is forming beneath your feet. A timeline where you no longer sabotage yourself, no longer delay what your spirit is ready to claim. You begin aligning with abundance through clarity, not struggle. Your career may shift in unexpected ways. A new role, a new project, a new collaboration, or even a completely new direction emerges. What once felt distant now moves toward you with purpose. Someone may mention your name in a place of opportunity, opening a path you did not see coming. This is destiny's hand. This is divine intervention. But here the universe issues another warning, soft but serious. Protect your plans. Not everyone wishes you well. Some admire your strength. Others fear it. Some want your success. Others secretly resent it. Silence will be your shield. Confide only in those with proven loyalty. Move quietly. Rise loudly only when the time is right. A powerful symbolic vision appears now. You standing in the center of a field at dusk. The world around you is dim, silent, still. But above you, the sky cracks open with a streak of light. A sign, a message, a cosmic confirmation. This is not poetic imagery. It is a spiritual truth. The universe is about to give you a sign so undeniable that it will silence every doubt you have carried. A moment is approaching, unexpected, shocking, luminous, where everything becomes clear. It may appear as a conversation, a message, an opportunity, a coincidence, or a truth revealed. But when it happens, your entire being will recognize it instantly. Your energy rises even higher, and the universe asks you to anchor it with this phrase: I allow what is meant for me to find me now. Write it. Speak it. Feel it. You are closer to the breakthrough than you realize. You are standing in the doorway of a destiny you once prayed for without knowing how to reach it. And now the path is opening. Liking this message is not about gratitude. It is about alignment. It is the ritual that signals to the universe, I am ready for the next part. I receive the guidance. I accept the transformation. The air surrounding your energy field begins to vibrate like a veil being lifted, as though every invisible force that has been guiding you now steps fully into the light. What once felt like resistance was actually initiation. What once felt like delay was divine timing. What once felt like loss was preparation. You are reaching the moment where every unanswered question begins to reveal its meaning, where every pain becomes a stepping stone, where every ending transforms into the soil for something extraordinary to rise out of you. And the universe watches you with reverence now, Aries, because you are stepping into a destiny written in fire. The last fragments of the shadows that once clung to you have now released their grip completely. The hidden adversary, that silent presence that attempted to dim your progress, can no longer reach you. Their intentions dissolve into nothingness, like dust blown into the distance by a force they can no longer influence. You stand protected, shielded by the same universal justice that has been realigning your life piece by piece. Everything that once drained you, distracted you, or distorted your path has been removed. You are stepping clear, stepping free, stepping powerful into a cycle where your spirit will no longer bend for what does not nourish you. And here, The universe reveals one of the most profound truths of your entire reading. You were never losing. You were being preserved. What you believed had been taken from you was actually being held in a sacred space, kept safe until you were strong enough to claim it without fear, without compromise, without self-doubt. Every opportunity that slipped away, every connection that disappeared, every door that shut, it didn't close against you. It closed for you. To protect you from accepting less than your worth. To prevent you from stepping into blessings before you were ready to keep them. Nothing is lost. Everything returns. Your emotional energy begins to shine with a new clarity, like glass illuminated by sunrise. The wounds that once shaped your choices begin to lose their power. You no longer cling to memories soaked in pain. You no longer allow fear to disguise itself as intuition. You no longer confuse attachment with connection. You see people for who they truly are, not through the lens of your wounds, but through the eyes of your reborn intuition. You know who belongs and who does not. You know who supports you and who secretly competes with you. You know who deserves a place in your heart and who deserves distance. This is not coldness. This is wisdom. Love approaches this new version of you differently. If you are single, a connection enters your life with a purpose so unmistakable that it will feel as though you have known this soul long before this lifetime. Their presence is intense, grounded, magnetic. This is not someone who plays with your energy, not someone who hesitates, not someone who keeps you guessing. This is someone who matches your fire and cherishes your depth. Someone who sees you clearly. Someone who feels like fate. If you are in a relationship, the energy shifts into a deeper, more stabilizing truth. Old misunderstandings dissolve. Honest conversations realign the heart. Commitment becomes stronger. Authenticity replaces fear. The bond transforms into something mature, sacred, balanced. But the universe gives one more important warning. Someone from your past may try to return, not out of love, but out of fear of losing access to you. They sense your growth. They sense your rising energy. They sense your distance. But your intuition, now sharper than a blade of light, will know instantly who approaches with pure intentions and who approaches with desperation. You will choose correctly. You will not fall into old cycles again. In the realm of your material life, abundance rises like a tide returning to its rightful shore. Your finances shift with momentum, not luck. This is the return of everything that was delayed. Unexpected income, new opportunities, financial stability, a chance to advance. These unfold naturally, as though the universe is orchestrating events behind the scenes. Doors open not because you chase them, but because you have become aligned with them. A new job, a promotion, a partnership, a long-awaited approval, a breakthrough, something significant arrives. And when it does, you will feel the weight of divine timing settling in your chest. Your career may take a new direction altogether. Something calls you. Something aligned with your purpose, your voice, your fire. The universe has been whispering hints, pushing you to dream again, showing you that your gifts were never meant to go dormant. You will find yourself stepping into a role of greater responsibility, recognition, or creative power. Everything begins to align with what you once prayed for. And now, as the energy crescendos around you, as every piece of your path lights up one by one, the decree returns for the final time, the words that define your transformation. I choose to rise above what tried to break me. This sentence becomes the signature of your new cycle. A declaration etched into the soil of your destiny. A vow whispered into the universe and echoed back into your life as blessings, clarity, and liberation. Here the universe shows you the most powerful vision of all. A pivotal moment approaches, a moment that will confirm everything this message has been preparing you for. It will not be subtle. It will arrive suddenly, undeniably, unmistakably. A revelation, a message, a truth, an opportunity, an encounter. Something arrives that closes the final chapter of your old life and opens the gates to a new one. This is the moment where the universe places a sign in your hands so clear that even your doubts will fall silent. And when it happens, you will feel an inner shift so strong that it may bring you to tears. Not of sadness, but of recognition. A moment where your soul whispers, "This is what I've been waiting for." Your spiritual energy becomes radiant. You begin to notice repeating numbers: 111, 222, 818, 717, 444. You see synchronicities everywhere. You feel guided, supported, protected. These signs are not coincidences. They are confirmation. The universe is standing behind you as you enter this new cycle, ensuring that every step is aligned with your highest path. Your lucky numbers shine more brightly now. 1, 9, 28, 35, 44. Your spiritual color becomes deep red with golden undertones, symbol of rebirth, victory, and divine strength. Your energy becomes a beacon, a magnet, a force impossible to stop. Write the final manifestation phrase in the comments to seal your path. I receive my victory with strength and humility. And remember, giving this message a like is more than a gesture. It is a spiritual offering, a sign to the universe that you accept, that you align, that you are ready to receive everything this prophecy has unlocked. May your steps be illuminated. May your heart stay steady. May your fire burn clean and bright. Thank you for allowing this message to reach you. Your new cycle begins now.